All right, what's up, Chicago tough sports fans? I'm here with Hitman and Scott.
Woo!
There we go. Haven't seen you in a while, Scott. How you been?
I'm good. How are you guys? Even though I know how you are already.
Yeah, I'm finally back to normal here, health wise. So
yeah, how's your back? You good?
Good. I'm pretty much 100% now. So
I put my my hamster away, so that noise won't be. It won't happen.
Oh, my knee still hurts.
Well, we're here to do our White Sox talk, but it's not the talk we should be doing. Kind of an embarrassing moment for White Sox fans. What happened here? The whole Tony Larussa throwing Yermin Mercedes under the bus, which was complete bullshit. I didn't know the whole story. You guys have like more access to the ball games during the day than I do, because of my job. You know, I can't always watch. And when you guys first started texting, I didn't know what the hell you were talking about. You know, so I didn't look into it too much. And then Scott, you told me there was someone on the radio today to listen to, and I did more research, and I'm pretty pissed off.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely understandable.
I was gonna maybe suggest we do this Sunday, but I want to do it while it's still very relevant.
Well, it's raw. It's
yeah.
It's I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of happy we didn't do it last night because the way that I was feeling, I needed some time to kind of calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
I was really pissed off yesterday when it was all unfolding. Like, it really, this unwritten rule stuff, man, I'm telling you, I don't know why it gets to me the way it does, but it's so stupid. It's so stupid that it drives me insane. Like, I don't understand. I get it. I'm not Tony La Russa's age. I'm not 70 years old. Maybe if I was, I'd agree with him. But I even asked my mom. My mom's his age. She's like, what? Like, that's stupid. I told my mom. She doesn't know much about the situation, but I go, the manager of the White Sox got mad at the hitter on the White Sox for hitting a home run. And my mom's like, what? And I'm like, yeah. I mean,
for those who are going to watch this who don't know what we're talking about, the White Sox, what was the score when this happened?
15-4.
It was 15-4. Yermin Mercedes had a 3-0 count.
Mm-hmm.
And he swung on 3-0 and hit a home run. And Tony Larussa.
Oh my God.
Yeah, terrible. A fucking baseball player paid to hit a baseball. Now he's in trouble. So, well, you know what? Before I ramble, Scott, take it away, man. Let's get into this.
Hitman knows it probably. I think Tony knows it too. That I tried my hardest.
You did.
I was Tony La Russa. I'll have this guy's back because he's not going anywhere even now. I tried. I really did. Even when he didn't know the rules, I was like, okay, it's a goofy rule, whatever, maybe whatever. I tried to make an excuse for him. But when you do something like this, and he's tripled down now on throwing Yermin Mercedes under the bus.
Yeah.
And it could have been handled so much better. The White Sox are a national headline now, not because they're in first place.
No.
Not because I don't know if they still have the best record in baseball, but not because of that, but because of this bullshit with Tony La Russa. And the unwritten rule thing, I don't understand it. What I always want to know is it 10 runs? Is that the cutoff? Is that when the unwritten rule starts?
I guess.
That's what I'm saying. Is it 9 runs? Is it 7 runs? Is it 6 runs? So now, say the Sox are up 10-0, right?
Yeah.
And the others, say they're playing the Twins, and the score is 10-0. It's the 6th inning, and the Twins score 2 runs. Now, does that mean, okay, now the Sox can only score 2 more runs before it's, back to the unwritten bullshit again?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you can answer that question, then maybe I'll follow along with you logically. But until then, nobody has any answers of what these fucking rules are. That's why they're unwritten, because they're so fucking stupid that nobody wants to write them down on a piece of paper.
Yes.
And
yes.
I tried. I want to root for this team. It's such a fun team. They're playing so well without Eloy, without Robert. The pitching is amazing. You see these guys, they get along, they're coming together. They're like, fuck this old guy. You see them all tweeting.
Yep.
They're all tweeting. They don't give a shit what this guy says.
I like what Tim Anderson said. He said, "You're mean, be your mean." After Tony Larussa made his statement, I love that.
Oh, and I hope to fucking God the situation comes up again. Yeah. I hope a 3-0 comes and somebody would he do the same thing to Abreu? Would he scold Abreu publicly?
No.
I don't know. I don't know if Abreu would do it. I don't know if Abreu would swing 3-0.
No, I get what
I don't know. But would he do it to Tim Anderson?
Nope. Well, he might. Because Tim Anderson's always got a fucking target on his back because he likes to have fun like that.
You do it to one of those two guys, you're gonna. I mean, if he hasn't lost the locker room already, you're gonna lose it then.
Oh,
if you
God,
do it. So yeah, I just with Larussa, it's just the nonsense now. We should be celebrating this team, and it's embarrassing what is going on right now with the White Sox. And they played a good game today. Giolito pitched a gem today. Maybe he's back to what he should be.
Yeah.
But no, the talk is Tony Larussa, and he just keeps tripling down. He apologized to the Twins. He said it was okay that the Twins threw at your mean Mercedes.
Yep.
So what if if Mercedes got hurt? Then is it still okay? It's the retaliation. Nope, it happens.
Yeah, that was bullshit. You know, when they first signed Tony Larussa and you were bashing him, I didn't understand. I was like, why isn't Scott like Tony Larussa? Why does he hate him?
I just don't like him because he was old. At that point, it was just because he was old.
Yeah. Now I'm in the same boat as you. He's got to go, man. But like you said, he's not going anywhere.
No.
He's not going to go anywhere. It's very unfortunate. We finally have a good team. And there's something here that could possibly fuck it up for us. If that locker room gets divided, it's over, man. It's over.
No, I don't think the locker room will get divided. I don't worry about that at all. Yeah. I think it's them against Tony. You know, I mean, that's all. I actually don't worry about. I think those players, you see them how they react. That Abreu walk off on Sunday, even though he was out. But I'm just gonna. You saw how the team reacted around Jose. I mean, this team loves each other, and I think just I mean, the classroom likes each other, but the teacher sucks. I mean, that's all it is. So.
And when they threw at your mean yesterday, I really loved Tim Anderson at the top of the steps there.
Yeah, he's calling him a pussy.
God, I love that. That was that's their leader, man. That's their leader. That's their chief, man.
I still think that if somebody throws a baseball at you intentionally, the batter should be able to throw their fucking bat right back at you. Yep. I honestly believe that.
Yep.
And you'd think twice about throwing at a guy, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Or Scott will get this reference, or you hit him in the nuts with a baseball, he should be able to chase you.
Well, yeah, but if the guy didn't deserve it, I mean, why would you do that in the first place?
Yeah, right. So,
right.
All right, Hitman, let's hear it, man.
All right,
I gotta try to stay quiet. I'm sorry. I'm all amped up again. Fuck.
No, shit. Sorry. So I got a lot to try to unpack here. So I'm going to try to unpack a lot here. So please bear with me.
Yep.
Major League Baseball has a culture problem. And I'm going to look at this from 25,000 feet. We all love baseball. And part of the reason why I personally think baseball has lacked in terms of popularity is because of these stupid ass unwritten rules where you can't celebrate or you can't hit when it's 3-0 and all this other crazy bullshit. If you look at leagues like the NBA, soccer, and the NFL, they all allow their players to have some sense of enjoyment, right?
Yes.
The NFL recently just changed the rule where you can actually celebrate by doing the dumbest things, right? You get an interception, you can run down to the other end of the end zone and you can celebrate with your teammates.
Yep.
Right? The NBA, I mean, they can do stuff after they might get a technical, but that's very few and far between. After you dunk on somebody, you get a technical foul.
Yeah.
Very, very, very few. Then soccer, and they score a goal, they're running around the field with their shirts off. the issue with Major League Baseball is the fact that they do nothing to help promote a game that is fun, that is beautiful to watch, especially when it's nice outside. They do nothing to do that. And then when you have these old managers like Tony Larussa, who wants to pigeonhole a team that is fun, that is exciting, your game is not going to grow. And you're going to alienate a lot of these younger kids who wants to be a Tim Anderson or be a Mike Trout. Major League Baseball needs to do a better job of promoting their star players and not be an old timer thing. And this is a situation where I'm going to go with because I think it's relevant. It's funny to me how there's different sets of rules when it comes to a certain segment of the population that plays Major League Baseball, play baseball in general. If you are a certain player, it's okay. Like nobody's screaming and yelling and talking about how Lance Lynn was, you know, screaming after he struck out somebody. But if another segment, let's say Amir Garrett, Tim Anderson, Yumi Mercedes, or whomever wants to do something, it's a huge issue. That's my problem. Baseball is stuck in this 1960s, 1970s way of thinking that this game will not grow. As far as the Tony La Russa White Sox thing, no, Scott, you and I go back and forth to talk about the word culture. we go back and forth with that.
Mm.
And I have no way of quantifying how culture can win games. I can't quantify that, but I can tell you right now that a shitty culture can make sure you lose some games.
Yep.
When LaRussa was hired, I was concerned because I thought the game passed him by. And I also thought that how would he mesh with this group? I don't do this often, but I will give Ricky Renteria credit for one thing. Actually, well, two things. One, he let the clubhouse basically police themselves, unless it was something that was blatantly obvious.
He wasn't scolding Anderson for bat flipping.
Huh?
He wasn't scolding Tim Anderson when he was
celebrating. No, he wasn't. He wasn't doing that. And then the only time he really scolded Anderson was when he didn't hustle out a ground ball to first.
Yeah, that was justified.
That I understand because that's cheating the integrity of the game, right? That's you're supposed to play hard until the final out.
Yep.
That's my issue. The other issue that I have is the and Scott, you brought this up, the undermining of your players. LaRussa basically called Yumi Mercedes clueless. A player that's been battling, trying to get to the major leagues, finally got his shot, whether it's because of Eloy's injury or not. He finally got his shot, and now he's here, he's producing. He's been one of the reasons why the White Sox are in first place. And for him not to have that player's back is very disrespectful to the player, very disrespectful to the rest of the team, but most importantly, it's just disrespectful in general. And that's my issue. I have no problem if LaRussa would have said we handle it internally and left it alone.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what. Yep.
Left it alone. But the fact that, just like you said, Scott, he doubled and tripled down on it. That's how you lose the clubhouse. But I do agree that this team has enough leaders that it's basically fuck Tony LaRussa. That
yeah, I do believe this team is strong enough together that it can overcome something like that. I do. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's a stupid thing to say, but
no, and I agree with you. I do think that his team is strong enough to where they can overcome, certain aspects. Basically all the Roosters there to do is just fill out a lineup and maybe make the occasional pitching change. It was funny because Jim Riggleman was on the Score today. He was saying that it might have been an issue if, let's say, Yermin Mercedes purposely missed or purposely didn't do the 3-0. So I guess Larussa had the 3-0 take sign going, and Yermin basically either missed it or just ignored it. If he ignored it, then that's kind of a different story. But if he just missed it, yeah, I have no problem. Even if he, let's say I don't have an issue with it. And there's a couple of scenarios that I want to bring into play in terms of this. Number one, Scott, you said that, if a team is up 10-0, then they should go to old school RBI baseball slaughter rules. If a team is down 10-0 after the bottom half of their inning, game should be over. And then
we know what a team should have an option. I'm telling you, a team should have an option then, that if they're going to put a position player out there, they're basically conceding the game anyway.
Yes.
They should be like, hey, we don't want to play anymore. You guys win.
No, yeah. And that's the other thing too, is like, okay, you're basically disrespecting the game by having a position player out there throwing 40 miles an hour.
Yep.
Right. Guess what? If you're throwing 40 miles an hour, guess what I'm going to try and do? I'm going to try and see how far I can hit it.
Yep.
It's home run derby pitching at that point.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Another thing is, Scott, we bowl on Mondays. So let's say, for instance, we're beating the hell out of a team by 150 pins going into the 8th. So are we supposed to throw gutter balls up until the game is over, or are we supposed to keep striking?
Gutter balls.
Well, according to Troy LaRussa.
Yeah, right.
Troy LaRussa, yeah. But yeah, we're going to keep striking, right? Because at the end of the day, we all have stuff that we want to do. Whether it's team bingo or we want to get our averages or whatever, there's stuff still to play for. Yermin is he's still trying to find himself. He's basically an MLB rookie, even though he's been around baseball for a long period of time.
It's been 14 years, right?
He's
been around for 14 years?
Yeah.
I sent that text out yesterday that when they go back and they look at production of, okay, Yermin, he hit 25 home runs. How many of these were disrespectful home runs? Like none of them, when they're talking about if they're going to pay him,
Right.
The guy's out there, he's trying to make his money. This might be his only chance that he can make money,
right.
Major league money. So no, you fucking swing the bat. 3-0. I don't care if it was 4-0, swing the bat. I don't care.
Right.
Just swing the bat.
Just like you said, Scott, just say, Yermin Mercedes goes to arbitration. You think Rick Hahn and whoever's in charge of arbitration is going to sit there and say, you know what? Those 25 home runs, 24 of them were just like you said, disrespectful. So guess what?
Yeah.
We don't think you're worth that. No, that's not how that works. You hit a home run.
Then some other team will come in and some other team will swoop in and be like, okay, the White Sox are retarded, so we're going to pay him.
Right. So,
I shouldn't say that word. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So as far as the culture of this team is concerned, I think it's strong just because of who the makeup is. It's Tim Anderson. If this was a situation where if Tim Anderson wasn't on this team, Giolito, Abreu's a little bit older now, I would be a little bit more concerned. And by the way, Corey Kluber just threw a no-hitter. So that's the 6-1 of the.
Did he throw it?
Yeah, he threw it.
Jesus Christ.
Who did they throw it against? Who did he throw it against?
Rangers, Texas. Yeah.
Jesus.
So in regards to the culture, like I said, I can't quantify that culture wins games, but I can definitely see where a toxic culture can definitely lose you some games. I've seen it. I've seen it with too many teams in this town. I've seen him with the Bulls. I've seen him with Mark Trestman's Bears. It's a tough line, and I don't think Jerry Reinsdorf really understood it, or he just didn't care because he wanted to hire his boy. Then it goes back to my reason for him not wanting to be hired. And that's a story for another day.
Is there any chance that Reinsdorf looks at this season? I don't know how they're going to finish. Say they're a first round exit again in the playoffs. Is there any chance that, all right, Tony, you tried, it's over. We're going to go a different direction.
No,
Jerry
Reinsdorf won't do that. He has too much loyalty to fire somebody. Tony Larussa has to quit. That's basically what it will boil down to.
I feel respectable. To what you were saying, Scott, right now, I feel a respectable owner would have fucking fired him by now.
Dude, but this is the thing. This is my team. This is my favorite team.
Yep.
But you know what? They are not, how do I say this? Like, they're not a big boy team. They're not like, the Cubs would never do something like this. They went and hired Joe Madden because he was available, which they should have done. The Yankees wouldn't do something like this. The Red Sox wouldn't do anything like this. The White Sox are not, I'm sorry, they're a small-minded, small market team. I'm sorry, I hate to say it.
No,
but it's
right.
This isn't the way a good organization runs. You had so many more managers out there that were well equipped to take this young team to the next level. They had that chance. Well, yeah, they had AJ Hinch, and it's horrible. It's horrible decision making up top.
If you were not going to hire Hinch or Cora or even Sandy Alomar Jr., then you still shouldn't hire LaRussa. I would have been okay with Ozzie, but I found it interesting that when they made the decision to fire Renteria, they totally canceled out Ozzie, but even before the interview process started, because they knew that speculation was coming. And I personally look, and Ozzie got some old school in him, but I guarantee you, Ozzie would do a better job of protecting his players.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's all he did. He
especially hated the Twins. He definitely. I guarantee you this. See, another thing that bothered me yesterday about your main pitch being thrown behind him, there was no retaliation. And I don't know if they're waiting until the next time they play him, but I'm sorry, you're going to throw behind my hitter because you're mad at what he did. Yeah, I might take some liberties with that, or I might just decide that, I don't know. Hey, Adam Eaton, why don't you go do one of your famous hard slides? Do one of those.
Did they ever confirm that about Adam Eaton? Was he lecturing your mean? I don't want to load up.
No, I mean, that was the thing that I saw, but that hasn't been confirmed that he was talking to him about that.
I gotta tell you, like I'm maybe this is weird, maybe you guys do it too. I always like watching how guys interact on the team. Yeah. I do, and everybody seems to like Adam Eaton.
Yeah. No. Look, Adam Eaton's been.
I specifically look for that, like when he does something good. They show the camera leading back into the dugout. He's got his own little thing that he does with Danny Mendick, his high fives. Moncada was like tapping him on the head, jumping up and down. So it's like, maybe this guy isn't a complete douchebag. I mean, he still is, but
right.
I mean, if he's going to produce.
Yeah, but every team needs a red ass.
Right, right.
Every team needs that, but don't be a red ass that always talks about, well, you got to protect the integrity of the game in terms of hitting 3-0 when you're up 16 or 15 or 4. I'm sorry. The White Sox were up the other day 12-2, and I forget who it was, scored 5 runs in their half of the inning. Now the Sox are up 12-7. I I've been watching baseball far too long to know that there's basically no lead safe in baseball. Maybe that's just me.
Oh, let's go.
His phone die?
Nope, there he is.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
I just find this troubling. It's disrespectful to the fan base. It's disrespectful to those players in the locker room. It's disrespectful to Yumeen Mercedes. And my question is what the hell is Rick Hahn thinking? What the hell is Kenny Williams thinking? And this is troublesome, and it's bothering me because I want to see the White Sox go out and win every single game, and not have to worry about what the hell the manager is doing. I want to be concerned about what's going on the field, not necessarily what's going on in the dugout.
Right.
And that's the problems, that there's too many. Not only do the White Sox got to worry about the other team, now they got to worry about their manager and his dumbass comments.
Their own manager.
Well, then, Giolito said the same thing. I forgot what he said. I mean, you guys could look up the quote, but he talked in the post game, and he had your mean bad. I think he said swing away or something. I think that was the quote.
Well,
so I mean,
Lance Lynn said today or last night that, and this is a guy that played for Larussa, that basically was like, as long as I've been in this game, all these unwritten rules are going away. The game is changing. The game is changing. Right. And if the manager doesn't want to change with the times, then you have to change the manager. That's in essence what needs to happen.
Somebody said it today. I forgot who it was, but Dusty Baker changed.
Yeah, they're talking about that on the radio this morning.
Yeah,
right. I knew I heard it somewhere. Yeah, but
Dusty's as old school as Larussa, but for Dusty to still manage, Dusty had to brace the new era of baseball.
Right. And Hitman, back to your thing with the cultural thing. Like, I think they're almost through the wall. I think they almost broke through. But then something like this always comes along and fucking knocks it back 2 steps, Yeah. It's right there. It's right there. It's just, there's always these people, the people that are from the tough era that are the biggest fucking crybaby pussies of all of them. They're the ones that bring it back. And
right.
I don't know.
It's a different era of baseball. It's not Pete Rose. It's not 70s and the 80s or 90s or even hell the early 2000s. This is 2021. The game has changed. You need to market your players. You need to let them have some fun, and these old school people just need to shut the fuck up. That's basically what it is.
I wish we had the power. Chicago Tough Sports, that we could. I'm telling you, I wish the Sox fans could, all right, Sox fans, nobody go to the games until he's fired. You know what I'm saying? Just something. Just wish. I know that would hurt them.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
But it's just, I wish they could do something. Just not one single soul go to one of their games, and just until
that won't happen, because there's that group of assholes that 100% agree with Larussa on this.
Oh yeah, they're all over the radio today, and they're all 70-year-old white men too. If we're being honest, that's who it is. That's all that.
Well, and that's
everybody
what I
on the radio today.
Right. That's what I was talking about. How baseball has a culture problem.
Right.
Out of this whole thing, out of all the comments that Larussa made, everything he did, the one that stuck me the hardest was probably siding with the Twins. He, even though calling what do you call him, clueless? In a nutshell, he pretty much called him an idiot.
Yeah.
Right, in a nutshell. Yeah. But then when he turned around and he said, who is the pitcher?
Tyler Duffy.
Yeah, when he said Tyler Duffy was was justified in throwing at his own player. That was like my what the fuck moment. That is a total lack of respect for your player, even to your entire team.
That's how you lose a clubhouse.
Yes.
That's how you exactly lose a clubhouse, by saying shit like that.
Yeah.
You don't say shit like that. No.
All you do is you answer that question. Like Tony, you asked me, I'm Tony Larussa. You asked me the question and you go, oh, well, I'm not going to comment any further on that. Yeah. That's all you say. That's it.
He should have taken your mean after the game, brought him into the office and scolded him or say whatever the fuck he had to say in the office.
Right.
Keep it out of the media. Keep it away from the public.
I'm curious if they're going to tell us what the in-family punishment's going to be too.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Dude, if he gets fucking suspended or benched or any.
Well, the next time he's not in the lineup, that's going to be the first thought with everybody.
And it's bullshit.
I would.
A year where they have a legit opportunity to win, you're going to sit your possibly top 3 player in the lineup right now. You're going to sit him because he hit a fucking baseball. He hit a home run.
I understand.
Because he's doing his job.
Yeah, I would say there's 2 things that we need to look for. Number one, Abreu is supposed to be back against the Yankees.
Okay.
If Yermin is not in that lineup as a DH, then we have some issues. And you guys.
But are you talking one game though? Or like
I'm talking multiple. I'm talking multiple games.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be off a game eventually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm.
But
yeah, if it's like a suspension type thing, then there's an issue.
Yeah, I will also want to see within the next, let's say, 5 to 7 games.
How many times he's out there?
No, it's not even that. How productive his at bats are.
Yeah,
I think he's still going to be productive. I don't see him taking a step back from this. I really don't.
I hope not, because when you had your manager basically cutting your nuts off in public, that's a problem.
And you know who's going to give the fuck you to Larussa? It's not going to be Mercedes. It's going to be Anderson. He hits his next home run. He's going to flip that fucking bat so high in the air.
I think he should do a bat flip towards the White Sox dugout.
Yes, and he's going to do it at his own dugout. I was just about to say that. That's going to be the person to give Larussa the fuck you finger.
I agree with
him or Abreu. Or Abreu will say something.
I'll go with Anderson before Abreu. Abreu seems
Abreu.
I'm not saying he's going to act out. I'm not saying Abreu is going to act out, but I mean, if he says something behind the scenes, I think his words carry, quite a bit of weight in that clubhouse. So
yeah, it does. But you just can't have your manager undermining everything that this team was built on. This team was built on fun. You can't have a manager that is taking the fun out of that. And it goes back to the culture. Once again, I can't quantify that they wins, but when the culture is right, and it makes you go to work even harder. It makes you try a little bit extra. It makes you, I don't know, have a little bit of fun when the culture is good, as opposed to when it's toxic and you're just kind of like, I'm just going to go through the motions and do what I got to do and go home.
Now, I would hope that if that deterred Yermin to where he's not a productive player anymore, then yeah, I mean, that's more on a Yermin problem than you know what I mean? Like that's. I
get that. I get what you're saying, but
you got to overcome that.
Yeah, but we don't know how sensitive he is though, because this is his first time being up.
Right.
So we don't.
I'm hoping with the support of his teammates, I hope he pulls through that. If he goes into a fucking major, yeah, he did.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know I forgot what he did. I don't know. He had a hit. I think. I don't know.
I think he was like 0 for 4 maybe. But
Oh, was
But
he?
here's what I'll say. If he's, let's say he, I don't know, let's say that those 5 games he's like 2 for 15, but he's hitting the ball hard, but just, and they're just, bad luck outs, different story.
Yeah.
But if he's going through a situation where he's swinging that shit outside the zone when all year he hasn't been, then I might have a little bit of an issue.
See, this
Well,
is a new problem that's going to arise now. He goes on a slump. The big question is he really in a slump, or is he stomping his feet because he's mad at Larussa?
Right.
Is he giving up at the plate, or
well,
is he really struggling at the plate?
With that, like I said, maybe I might be on the outside here, but I don't think that's if he goes into a slump because of what Tony LaRussa did, that's on him. That's not on.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get mad at LaRussa for that. Yeah, I mean, I'm mad
that's
at LaRussa
fine
for the situation, but dude, you're you want to be a major leaguer, you gotta get past that shit.
Yep.
Right. No, I get that, but I'm just saying, like, it goes a long way to, I don't want to say coddle your player, but but I think it goes a long way when you can at least quiet things or take care of things behind in the locker room or the dugout, and not have shit come out in the press.
Nope.
or the manager just says, hey, we took care of that as a team, as a family. Now we're on it. Now we're on a game 3 against the Twins.
All he had to say was no comment when he was asked the question.
But no, all he had to say was exactly that sentence that Hitman just said. And this isn't an issue. We're not doing this podcast right now.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe we'd be doing the podcast on best record in baseball, best record in the AL, best record in the division. No, it's Tony La Russa saying stupid shit.
Which, hey, no, that's what I'm. Hey, no, I'm excited for this team. I'm not letting Tony La Russa bring that down.
No, I'll be having my issues with La Russa not walking Sano yesterday.
Yeah, that right. Or taking Kopech out.
Yeah. So
I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I thought Kopech was going to go to the 9th.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
But
then Sano hit his 3rd home run of the night.
Yeah, drove it off 4 of the 5 runs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a game you can't lose like that. That's I mean, they're going to lose. And like I said, I like it that the Sox are at a point now where 1 loss feels like 10 in a row.
Yeah.
It's like they're that good now that it's what it feels like. But yeah, I mean, Sox fans got to remember back now that they're going to go in a stretch where they probably lose 8 out of 10. It's going to happen. I mean, it's going to happen. Hopefully it doesn't, but right. I mean, more than likely it's going to happen. More than likely Kopech's going to come out one day and he's going to get fucking rocked, for 5 runs. Sure. It's probably going to happen. It's not the end of the world, but
no.
Yeah, I mean, you got to ride the waves, man. It's a long season. It's a long, long season.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's just this bullshit with Tony La Russa is just like I don't want to say I'd rather have Ricky back, but that's like I don't like Ricky, so it's like I like him, but I don't like his game management. But right. Who's to say now that La Russa is going to do any better? That was the one thing I was banking on, and maybe this old bastard knows. At least he can still do this. But I mean, I don't have confidence in that anymore. I mean, I know the bullpen's struggling; it's bouncing back a little bit. But I mean, bummer again yesterday, letting up. I mean, I know Sano's a good hitter, but I mean, I don't feel confident with anybody out there still. Everybody still makes me nervous, except for Dylan Cease and Rodon and Lynn.
Yep. Yeah, Lance Lynn deserved better than what he got yesterday. And the thing about the Sox right now is not like, they're getting good performances from Leary right now. He's hitting the ball hard.
A week ago, I wanted him deported, and now it's like, fuck, now he's hitting everything. Sorry.
Dick.
Hey, you're supposed to be the beep button. Where is that? Goddamn fucking soccer ball.
but I mean, we're getting good performances out of him. I still don't want to see Jake Lamb in the lineup, even though he homered.
He had a double
But
today.
yeah, I mean, Andrew Vaughn started hitting the ball a little bit.
Him and Billy Hamilton are good little additions to that lineup. Is like little fillers, good rest day players.
Yeah,
They produce
Billy,
as
Billy
long as they're not
Hamilton.
out there every day.
Well,
The only thing, the worst thing that you can hear though in a big situation is, all right, there's 2 outs, and here comes Billy Hamilton. It's like,
well,
all right, change the channel.
Scott, we were talking Monday, and you were like, "Man, I used to like Garcia. Like, what happened? What did I tell you? He's playing every day." That's what happened.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, you find out quick who's an everyday player or not. Yeah.
Yeah, he's equivalent of having.
That's what I said. Brent Lillibridge.
He's Yomer.
Yeah,
like
right.
Yomer shouldn't be playing every day, especially being a starting third baseman.
Right, Yomer. Oh God, he's so bad.
Yeah, but I mean, look, this team is playing, good baseball. First place, best record in the AL. I just don't like the fact that, once again, like I said before, you have to go against the 25 on the other 26 on the other side, plus your manager.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know.
That's my issue.
It makes for an interesting storyline this summer. I mean,
and I don't think it's going to get better. I just hope that the team is good enough to where they can overcome his stupidity.
Like I said, I think I do think they're strong enough to where it's not going to be. But who knows? Who knows what fucking damage he can do? We've already had 3 different instances now, and it's May. So I mean, who knows? Who the fuck knows what else he could do?
Well, maybe they should do one of those major league things where, they have a picture of Tony Larussa, and every win they get, they take a sticker off.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
You saw a different movie than I did, because that is not what happened.
But no, I mean, just trying to find motivation to just make him not worry about it. Just score. Look, what did Bernstein say? To score enough runs where he doesn't even matter.
Yeah, right. But then another thing I meant to mention earlier is that I noticed today when I team watch, today, Giolito, they're high-fiving at the end of the game, right? In their little line. He gives Tony LaRussa a big hug. It's like weird. It's like,
well, he's playing. Look, he's trying to be a good teammate. He's trying to show.
Right.
He's trying to basically show that, hey, this is our manager. We got his back. But he's also got to have his teammates back too.
Right.
And you hope that continues. I still say that Tim Anderson is going to punch LaRussa in the nuts before the end of the year. It wouldn't shock me at all if Tim Anderson gets a 1-game suspension sometime this year. 1-game team suspension, just for the hell of it. Well, not for the hell of it, but for something that happened. That wouldn't shock me at all.
He'll say something in the media, right, about LaRussa. Then
Oh yeah. Because Tim Anderson just doesn't care. He doesn't.
He's like the mouth.
Yeah.
He's the voice of the players.
Yeah. And
do you guys have any?
What's that?
Oh, sorry. Do you guys have any faith that LaRussa would be like, "Damn, I was wrong.
No,
I'm sorry, guys."
No, he would have done it by now.
Yeah.
No.
Well, no. Man. Maybe he's sick. Maybe he's sitting at home right now. Like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
No. Because if he would have
trying to think positive, damn it.
Because if he would have done that, that resignation letter would have been on Jerry Reinsdorf's desk as of yesterday. And Ethan Katz or whoever the bench coach is would now be the manager. Matter of fact, who is the White Sox bench coach?
I don't even know.
Tony, look that
Not
up.
Harold
Who's the White
Bain.
Sox? No. You know,
I know who's Frank Minatino. That's a hitting coach, right?
yeah,
Is
Bench coach.
Miguel Cairo.
former catcher.
Yep.
Also played for Larussa.
No. Infielder.
Really? He was an infielder?
Yeah. Former
Okay.
longtime major league infielder.
Okay. I thought he was a catcher. Man, well, all right, no worries. But yeah, I mean, it's just nerve-wracking that we should be talking about a good win and a Giolito performance that looked like the old Giolito, but we got to spend, I don't know, 45 minutes dissecting an old fuck.
The thing is, though, what if does his presence taint anything if they end up winning a World Series?
No,
You know what I mean?
I'm still gonna enjoy it.
right.
But I think that means he goes away.
But until then, yeah, we'll fuck him.
Here, let me ask you guys this. Layla Rahimi said today that that the Hall of Fame committee should feel disrespected for Tony Larussa coming back. You guys feel that way? That he's a Hall of Fame manager. He should stay retired. And
no, I'm always of the mind, man. If somebody's willing to pay you for something, you do it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, if somebody offered me the White Sox team, hey, you want to manage this team? Fucking right, I do. Yeah.
Yep. I think you'd be a better tactician, though.
Bring back Gordon Beckham.
I think I would. I honestly think I could outmanage Tony La Russa right now. I think I could. You should see the shit I pull off on MLB The Show, my friend.
Right. Me too.
I'm just saying, I make all those decisions.
You need to live stream that next time.
Yeah, I mean, hey, man, when a pitcher's tired, I know about it. It tells me on the top of the screen.
All right. But this team should be fine. But
yeah, I mean, they're big series against the Yankees. I know the Yankees aren't the Yankees we all know, but I mean,
but they're still the Yankees.
Take 2 out of 3. Take 2 out of 3. Take 2 out of 3. They got the Yankees. They got Baltimore. They got Minnesota again. No, not Minnesota. I forget. St. Louis. St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis.
For 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that St. Louis series is going to be tough because St. Louis is a good team. My only concern with the White Sox moving forward is can they get into a slugfest? Like can they consistently get into a slug? Because there's some point the starting pitching is probably going to go through a slump.
Yeah, right.
Can they like, for example, they got the Cardinals coming, right?
Yeah.
Can they get into a slugfest against the Cardinals and win?
Yeah.
Do they have enough?
I feel they.
Yeah, I think like with Abreu back, I mean Grandal's hitting the ball hard, Moncada's hitting the ball. I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying, but yeah, those 2 bats that are out of the lineup, oh man, it sucks. Yeah, that's a lot of power.
Yeah,
but
I mean, because there's going to be a point where they're going to need to score. I don't know, in a 3-game series, they might need to score 35 runs.
Yeah, right. Well, I think with the weather warming up now too, I think the balls start flying more. Yep. At what's it called, guaranteed rate. So hopefully, I mean that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm hoping for too. I mean, I saw or at least heard some strange stat that the overall batting average for an MLB was like somewhere between like 190 and 215. Or like overall like hitting's down.
Well, yeah, they're talking about putting the mound back 2 feet. doing. I don't know. Yeah, they're trying all this bullshit with.
2 feet.
They had Theo Epstein, huh?
2 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, yeah, because it's like, oh, like the pitching is like, oh, look, there's 6 fucking no hitters already. There might be a
Yeah.
7th for all we know. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's yeah, pitching. Yeah, the thing is, maybe it's just because I'm such a fan of baseball. Like, do you notice it when you watch games that pitching is just overwhelming everything?
Yep.
It is.
It
Yeah,
doesn't.
because they're throwing
It just
harder. They're
doesn't
throwing.
seem like it.
They're
It
throwing
doesn't
harder.
seem
They're
like
throwing
it to me.
faster.
I mean, I know it's true. I know the stats are true, but to me, I don't know. Maybe I'm just such a fan that, like, I feel like the ball's in play. I mean, I feel like people hit the ball, but I mean,
Well,
the numbers don't lie. So
I think there's a couple
I
things
just
with
think I
that.
love baseball, so it's like I'm
Yeah,
never
that's
gonna
fine.
stop.
I,
Yeah, I mean,
I think there's a few things with that. I think with the pitching, I mean, guys are throwing harder. The guys are throwing, I mean, just look at Kopech. I mean, just look at Crochet. He's throwing 89 mile an hour changeups.
right,
I mean, that's people's that's a that's Mark Burley's fastball. you know,
right.
but I think there's some issue, not necessarily issue, but I think there's some stuff with like analytics and how teams are playing certain players to, they're playing in the pool or playing them straight up or whatever. I think analytics has something to do with that too.
Yeah,
I mean, balls are getting hitting hard, but they're getting hard right at folks.
yeah, right. Just afraid the game 10 years from now is going to be a completely different game. I don't mean to sound like an old guy, but
Well, we'll be the old guys talking about the unwritten rules of, can't complain about the umpiring or anything like
no
that.
bullshit. I'm the guy that said a half hour ago. I feel like you should be able to throw the bat at the pitcher if he hits you with the ball, intentional or not. You should be able to throw the bat at him. I guarantee you, the pitcher would think twice about hitting that guy, wouldn't he?
Yes,
Oh
they
yeah,
would.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Would.
Or the guy should be able to pick the ball up and throw it back at the pitcher. That's what I think. But
as long as he doesn't throw it back at him like a bitch, like Bryce Harper.
yeah. Well, he
Hey,
tried to throw
so-
his helmet at the guy, right?
Hey, so
Under-
this is something I've been thinking about because I know we had this issue with, the extra inning rule.
Mm.
So, how would you all feel if Major League Baseball kind of goes into the route of like, like the NHL, like after 13 innings, there's if it's still tied, they get half a point or half of a point, half of a win, or it goes into I don't know, like another column or whatever, and that can help determine who wins the playoffs. I don't know. I mean, wins the division. I don't know if it needs to.
I heard something. I don't know what league. Obviously minor ball, but they're doing like a home run derby type thing.
Yeah,
after like 12 innings or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
mean,
I'm okay with that. I just don't like the runner on second thing. I mean, I think the game should still be played how it's always been played. And then after the 13th, and then you start looking at either a home run derby or, a tie where, both teams, get a point or whatever. And I just don't know how to best, not even have that extra runner rule in the 10th.
Well, I think I don't know if you guys agree with me, but like in my head, this makes the most sense. I would like you do, like you say, you play normal ball up to the 12th inning. You get one more time through your lineup, right? 3 more extra innings.
Okay.
And then if it's tied after that, then you put the runner on second base in the 13th inning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that. I mean, that's what I would do if they're going to do it. Now, I don't like. Yeah, I hate
not just right
I wish
away.
they would start. I wish they would start them at first or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Or in the 10th, at the 10th, start the guy at first. At the 11th, start him at second. And the 12th, start him at third. I don't fucking.
Well, here's the thing, and I agree with you, Scotty. If they start him at first base, you immediately have the double play in place, right?
Right.
Now, since they're at second, now the manager is kind of like, should I walk this guy so I can get first and second, and then I can still have the double play?
Well, what I still like about it is that you don't just need a sacrifice bunt and then a pop fly to win the game. You need, if the guy's on first, you can still do the sacrifice, but then you still need a hit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you can get the guy to second, but you still need a hit to get him around. So I mean, that would make the most sense to me. But I don't.
I do like your scenario. I was just thinking more on the lines of, you know, it just getting rid of that whole runner on base thing anyway.
Right. Yeah.
But
right. I mean,
I do like
agree.
your scenario though. I do like that.
Yeah, I agree that it should be gone. But yeah, I mean, I like I think that makes the most sense, right? You let him go through the lineup once, 3 more innings, you know, at least, and then if it's not decided, then do it. But I mean, nobody gives a shit about what I say. Yeah. So.
All right.
White Sox fans, if you're listening, do not go to the game. Boycott the White Sox until they fire Tony LaRussa. Throw that hat, Tony.
I'm gonna burn it.
I think the
goddamn pennant off your wall.
I think the White Sox, the players should just start a mutiny. Actually,
start what?
A mutiny.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, do something.
Or I'll just if I'm Tim Anderson, I just go, hey, go to Han and go to Kenny. Be like, hey, what are we doing here?
Yeah, this is retarded. Hey, Jerry. I wonder, do players have access to Jerry? Probably not. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
I don't know.
Yeah. You gotta like Tim, like, come on, Jerry. Change the game. That's every fucking commercial you see with the White Sox. And then this old prick comes in and he's not changing the game. Yeah. Yeah. Brooks Byers, what the fuck?
Right.
All right.
Oh, well, I mean.
I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah.
Unless you guys have more.
Good to be back. Good to be back, boys. That was fun. Yeah.
So hopefully our next video we talk about something more positive. Maybe Yankee sweep or something.
That'd be nice.
So I don't want
Is that disrespectful? Is it disrespectful to sweep New York in New York though? I don't know. Is that a rule?
It probably is.
Can they do that? Okay.
I'm pretty sure Tony La Russa thinks that the White Sox should only take 2 out of 3. Hey, maybe when they play St. Louis in a couple of weeks, maybe it'd be too disrespectful for the White Sox to win games against St. Louis.
Hey, maybe
disrespectful. Yeah, that's right.
Maybe he should just maybe St. Louis, maybe they'll rehire him. That would be cool. Yeah, I'll take whoever the Cardinals. I don't even know who manages the Cardinals. I'll take him.
Hey, if the White Sox, only take 1 from the Cardinals, maybe that'll get La Russa fired.
Yeah, that would be whatever it takes. That's fine. Are you willing for the Sox right now to go on a 15-game losing streak if that meant that La Russa could be fired?
Yes. This early, yes.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Hitman's thinking about it.
Now, if he did this at the end of July, no, just right.
15-game losing streak. If Minnesota goes on a 15-game winning streak.
No, I don't. No, I don't know if I can do that. I don't think I can.
Put Andrew Vaughn on the mound.
Because you know how insufferable. You know how bad that would be.
Their swing though.
I'm just saying, if they went on a 15-game losing streak, do you know how bad that would be, and how bad sports radio would be, and how bad just La Russa would just be in general?
I don't even like listening to sports radio after they lose a game. Because like I said, they're at that point now where it's like everything's fucking doom and gloom. They can't just they're gonna lose games. It's
Right.
baseball. They're gonna lose. Yeah.
Well,
But if they lose the game, everybody's like, "Oh God, I don't know this team."
well,
Yeah.
my issue, like they can lose games, is how they lose games. Like last night's loss shouldn't have happened. But
Yeah,
if
those
they,
are
if,
shitty losses. Yeah.
like if they lose a game like they did against the Red Sox, where they just get their asses handed to them, that happens. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that was the game where Giolito was announcing what pitch he was going to throw right before he threw it, and they just fucking teed off on him.
Yep, I'm gonna throw
Yeah.
changeups every time because I don't trust my slider. Here, change up, change up, change up, change up, change up. Home run, double, single, home run, double, single, and it's 9-0.
It's disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
That's
For the
clueless.
record, I do not. For the record, I do not want Leori Garcia deported. Let's end it on that. I'm sure he's a fine young gentleman. He can stay here.
Yeah, all right.
Sorry.
So, all right, guys. Good
All right.
discussion tonight.
Yep.
So, all right. You guys have a good one.
You too.
See ya.